How's it going? King of the Zeds here, and in this video we are going to take a look at how this haphazard mess of a base is potentially going to get us through the day 42 horde. And if it does, it's going to be due to one element, which is this tightrope here. So you've possibly seen my other video from a few months ago back in Alpha 20 where I showed how to use this particular block to create a tightrope and then add some jumps in so that zombies stumble and fall off, and you can essentially create like an AFK base, but by just having a really small section with no jump. The idea behind this was just to slow the zombies down, reduce the stream of zombies to something a lot more manageable so that they don't break through our fighting position. So I'm just going to walk you through the key elements of the base, and then this is technically episode 21 of my Alpha 21 series, so after I've shown you the basics of the base, then we'll jump into the episode. It's going to be a real quick run through of some upgrades that I'm going to make to this base compared to what we're looking at right now, and then we'll run it through the horde and see how we go. So the key element of this base, like I said, is this block here. And if I grab a concrete cube and do copy, copy shape, then we can see if I hover over here, concrete pillar 0.025 middle. So what you want to do if you're building this yourself is essentially just create two platforms with a gap in between them. You're going to be standing on one, the zombies are going to come up via another, and then we go into the advanced rotation on this block, spin it around until it's on the top like this, and then we just place them across so that the zombies path between our two platforms. The other key element for this base working is the fact that I've built the two platforms at least 11 blocks high. So in this case I think I've gone to 13 just as an extra measure, because keeping that 11 block gap between where we are and where the zombies are going to be falling down, that ensures that they don't go into rage mode and destroy the supports holding our two platforms up. So I originally learned this from Cautious Pancake's video where he tested and basically, as far as I'm aware, discovered this fact. So I'd highly recommend checking out his channel for some awesome base building mechanics and analysis and that kind of thing. But for now, let's just continue having a quick look at what I've built here. Now, the reason I've got a stairway going up to two sets of ladders is because my original base was over here. As you can see, this has taken a fair bit of damage, but also so has the building underneath. And this is exactly why we wanted to get our fighting position up off the ground. So if you're going to build something like this, it really can be as simple as just having these ladders going all the way to the ground. You don't need these extra steps or anything. Another couple of tips though, just regarding how I've built this specifically, just in case the zombies were going to start to knock on these pillars. Even though this is quite thin, it's actually 4 blocks. If I just grab the concrete cube again, copy shape, and then copy rotation, we can see it's this concrete ramp incline filler. So what I've done is just basically got 4 of those. 1, 2, 3, 4. And so it looks smaller than even just one regular square cube, but it's got the strength of 4. And then my ladder over here, this is my access point. I've just stuck a ladder on the side, 2 blocks off the ground, so I can jump to it with parkour. And then at the top here, I've just got a little enclosure using plate blocks so that I can quickly run, hit the wall, and then it's going to stop me falling off, and then I can turn around and go down properly, because getting onto ladders is an absolute nightmare. I did build this extra fighting position here just in case the zombies broke through, but so far they haven't done. And this is going to be the second horde that I've run through this base with. So let me show you what I've got just here on the fighting position. So I'll rebuild it just next to us here. So we've got the baluster rail, which is this one. So I've got one on the outside and one on the inside. And the reason for that is because you can repair the outside one by pointing your hammer. Have I got a hammer on me? No, you can point your hammer through and it's actually going to repair through the front one. So we've got those 2 baluster rails facing each other, and then we've got this double pole block. So I'll just grab the same shape there, copy shape, and that is this one here, concrete pillar 0.025 double, which if you're going to find it is going to be in the poles, and it's this one here. Then once you get the rotation, I think you need to go advanced again. Just get it so that it goes, you can have one on the outside again, so one on the bottom, one on the top, and then you can do the same thing in the other rotation. So you have that set up there, just looking at it as a cross section. You got baluster rail, double pole, baluster rail, double pole. Oh yeah, and then I've got the baluster rails on top. Like so. Yeah, and the reason for having this double pole in here is because A, it's going to give the zombies something else to smash on, so it's more damage they have to make before they end up breaking through everything and creating a gap big enough to get through to get to you. But it also helps prevent them sort of squeezing through the gap in between these two baluster rails. So with that said and done, that is the basic design of this base. Everything else is pretty academic really. As long as you've got the one platform that the zombies can get up on, you've got the pole going across to your second platform where you're fighting, and then you've got this kind of setup here, then you're going to be pretty sweet. So what we'll do next is I'll just jump across into the main part of the episode. We'll have a look at how much ammo I've been able to craft since yesterday when we went and blew our load in the Navezgane corrections. And then we'll come over and do some upgrades to this base, because what we're looking at now is how the base was on day 35. And what we're about to take on is the day 42 horde. So I am going to make a couple of little upgrades. So we'll look at that next. And then after that, we'll get to running the day 42 horde to see if this base is going to hold up. Oh my god, what is that? Alright, what a day that was at Navezgane Corrections yesterday. Since then, overnight, I've been busying away, crafting as much ammo as I can. So I've just picked up the last little bit of 7.62 that I crafted in this workbench. I've got another workbench over here with another 100 or so crafting. I've got another 100 there, plus 91 more in this workbench. And over here we've got another 160 plus this 100. And so if I bung this in the cupboard right now, let's have a look how much we have. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14 and a half stacks of AP762. That's pretty good. We've got a few more bullet casings, and I've got some more bullet tips currently crafting over here. Actually, no, I've got lead going into the forge, so we need to craft some more bullet tips there. Over here we've got the same, got some bullet tips to pick up, and we can just get these lot crafting. And I reckon this will be good for tonight's horde. Oh yeah, and also, let me just pick up some concrete mix that I've had going over here in these thingos. And we can have a look at how much forged steel we've managed to craft while we've been away doing our bits and pieces out on the town. So, where are we? 400, 500... and 42 forged steel. So I'll take this 500, and what I'm going to do is just head over to the horde base and start upgrading the legs of our platform. Oh, here we go. Yeah, I'm just going to start upgrading and repairing what's left to repair. I'm getting it ready for the horde tonight, and depending on how long all this takes, I may or may not get the opportunity to head out and do like a small mission or something before the horde. But leave this with me and we'll see how far we get before tonight. Okay, well 500 forged steel does not go very far. I've just upgraded my little standing position to steel. Might as well fill it out. So I've got 9 left. Yeah, so that's that. I have also upgraded... Oh god, what was that? Oh, that's low. Yeah, I've upgraded the height of these pillars, which are most likely to get hit by zombies, plus like 2 more emergency ones that actually connect to the ground, just in case demolishers go off and this all goes absolutely pear-shaped. So that will keep this thing standing. And I've done the same thing where I'm going to be standing, and hopefully, if all else fails, that one line there up to our standing position should, yeah, if the rest of it goes, at least we're going to be able to stand up there and this is still going to be standing. I'm just going to spend a little bit of time with these concrete cubes just to sort of even some of this crap out. Okay, that's it. The floor's good. I'm not doing any more for now. We've just squared it off a little bit for no other reason than it just irritated me. Yeah, I've also just rounded off the bottom of these stairs a little bit and put some ladders back here for when the zombies fall down on this side, and also done the same thing with the stairs down the bottom here. Let's see, have I got enough? Okay, I can make another 76, so we'll do that. That'll be ready for tonight if I remember to pick it up. How's the ammo going? Got a little bit more to go, but I might just make some more concrete blocks. How many can I do there? Right, I'll make another 100 concrete blocks. Not that I'm going to need them. Probably gone past the point of needing any more concrete now. Ammo, let's grab those. Oh, I've got nothing in there. Grab those. And that looks like that's it. So... tips. One last bunch of tips crafting. Here and here. Now, how many bullets can I make with what I've got now? 615, that's too many. Let's go 200 in this one. God, that's still 24 minutes. Bloody hell. Alright, we'll split them 200 in each one. And then we'll just take whatever's made for later. So let's bung the rest of our crap in the cupboard. And it's just coming up to lunchtime. I think that gives us a few hours to head out into town and do something. So let me just check. Where's my money? I think I've left my money on the bike. Oh, hang on. We haven't done any treasure maps yet, have we? Why don't we do something nice and safe like that? I've already got 2. Where are they? There's one just over here and one up. Right, well, if we go dig this one up, we can go and see Jen on the way past and see if she's got anything worth buying. Yeah, we don't need any of this crap.
Remember me if you need medical supplies.
And yes, we've got a bunch of money. Oh, look at that. A rad remover. Thank you very much. So, what can I swap that out for? Probably don't need a silencer. Okay, do you know what? Let's have a drive around and have a look. See if we can spot the next POI that we want to take down, because I think there are at least a couple more tier 5s in our town. What's this? Is this it? Yes, okay, we got it. Alright, let's mark that on the map and we'll try that next time. Alright, anyway, let's get back, get ready for the horde, and then we'll see how much ammo we've got left before we commit to doing anything else tomorrow. So I'll go get ready and I'll see you at 10 PM. Here we go, it's 10 o'clock. Horde incoming. Oh, he's bobbing and weaving already. No, gonna need to get the guns. Do you know what? Let's just have a little recog. What the hell? Demolishers have entered the game. Alright, it's time for the moonshine. Alright, there we go, that is morning. Not too shabby. In fact, I go as far as saying this base is really a bit OP. You know, if you're not worried about killing maximum numbers of zombies, and just, you know, all you want to do is survive the night, this is the way to go. So I have to say, the fact they fall off, yeah, and they just keep going around, like, I don't think we get through killing as many zombies as you would in a horde base that doesn't have this looping design. I decided to save as much ammo as I could. You know, I wanted to come out of here with like 1,000 rounds of 7.62, and I think we've done that because you can just switch over to melee anytime you want, really, and as long as you can keep up with a little bit of repairs like this, you know, it's not like they even stand there forever just constantly bashing on stuff, because they just fall off. The ones coming up behind them just push the ones in front off. So that said, let me just tidy this all up and we can get on with things. Okay, actually we still have quite a few rads left, so I reckon I might have to just use some bullets so we can kill them with the rad remover mod on the gun. So I think if I'm just meleeing them, they've probably regenerated a bit of health by the time they get back upstairs. Reasonably happy with this. Right, okay, I'm going to quickly leg it downstairs. I don't think there's many down there now, because I want to get these red bags before they expire. Okay, let's get that one. Oi, what the hell? Fucking hell. Alright, let's do a bit of looting, I suppose, then. I think I'm going to have to get this mod, which prevents the bags from disappearing, because I've never actually had it happen before, but it definitely seems to be a bit of a thing at the moment. Okay. I think that's just about done it, and let's just check the base damage. I don't think they really has been any at all down here. Maybe some of this stuff, I think a demolisher might have gone off, maybe even sort of midway through the air, hence why the blocks midway up this pole here are a bit damaged, but otherwise I think base is in pretty good nick. Let's have a look up here. Now I noticed in the last horde these blocks here got knocked out, so I upgraded them to steel. They are nowhere near being knocked out now, so there we go, job's good. Let's just give it a bit of that. But anyway, I think what we're going to do now, because we're getting on a little bit into the day, I mean it's only 9 AM, but if we're doing a tier 5 POI, we probably want to maximize our time in there, so it's better to start at like 4 a.m. So what I think I'll do, I'll spend the rest of this day going out doing some more of the boring mining, grabbing some resources. I'll figure out what exactly I need, and then we'll get some of that crafting and we'll replenish our ammo, and then when we pick up in the next episode, we'll get straight on with that Dr. Karen Higashi residence. So I'm looking forward to it. I hope you enjoyed this episode. A little bit different format this time, always trying to mix things up and do something a little bit different, a little bit more interesting. So yeah, like I said, hope you enjoyed it. Let's catch up over at the doc's house first thing in the next episode. See you then.